What is up, you guys? Massive here, and today we are reviewing Collateral Beauty. I know it took me long enough. Oh my gosh. First thing you need to know about this film is that it has false advertising. It is extremely false advertising. Because, like, the trailer, if you've seen the trailer, it pretty much advertises Will Smith, who is my all-time favorite actor, as this sort of suicidal person who just really hates life because he lost his daughter to, an unfortunate tragedy. And he's inexplicably been writing letters to love, death, and time. And soon, the sort of personifications of love, death, and time visit him. Now, it's a good premise, despite the flaw that no one actually writes to love, death, and time, but whatever, willing to overlook that. However, no, it's not. What actually happens is so backwards and unintentionally selfish that it's actually kind of at a loss for words. I would call this a spoiler, but they reveal it in like the first few minutes of the movie, so here we go. Basically what happens is, yes, Smith is still a suicidal person who lost his daughter, and he's the boss of this big company where he's the boss of his three friends, played by Edward Norton, Kate Winslet, and Michael Pena. And ever since his death, his character has now become like a recluse. He's not really doing any work, he's not talking to anybody, which means that, they're not getting paid, he's not getting paid. So instead of, an intervention, they hire a private investigator to make it, to dig up whatever dirt they have on him, so that way they could show something to the board to say, okay, he is unfit to be our boss, he's unfit to work.
But wait! There's more!
Private investigator finds his letters that were actually written to love, death, and time. So what they do is, again, instead of an intervention, basically instead of helping him in a realistic way, they feed into his skewed belief and hire three up-and-coming actors, played by Helen Mirren, Keira Knightley, and Jacob Latimore, to act as death, love, and time, respectively.
There's more!
And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna have the private investigator go around, film him, Smith, talking to these people, and then edit those people out of the video completely and show it to the board so that they can show how unfit Smith is to work. How did this movie get greenlit? I am legit baffled. Aside from the completely backwards, awful philosophy that this movie builds, they have to know that it's impossible to completely edit someone out of a video, especially the way that they do it in this film. Yeah, going back to the philosophy, these people are terrible. And what makes it even worse is that they know what they're doing is wrong, or at least incorrect, or at least is not the right way to approach it. Knightley's character straight up just says exactly what's wrong with the plot. However, they still go ahead with it. They basically like to steal mysterious Mr. Enter's quote here. What they're doing is wrong. They know it's wrong, yet they're doing it anyway. And yet that's another movie that Smith has starred in where they know what they're doing is stupid, however they do it anyway. Because, gotta have a movie, I guess. For as pretty awful this movie is, they do have one really good twist near the end that involves Naomi Harris's character. It's one that makes sense. It's one that's like, okay, someone with at least one brain cell wrote this. Like, okay, that was good. And then they instantly follow it up with a terrible twist. A twist that doesn't fit into the story at all. To conclude, Collateral Beauty is just, it's just terrible. It is a terrible movie. It's a F. It gets a F, definitely. Those are my 2 cents. Thank you guys so much for watching. And now it's time to, actually, I have another movie on the schedule. What is it? Fuck.